Watch me ride.
Hey everybody, don't worry, I've got a normal video coming later on this evening, but this is just an idea that struck me, and I've shared it on my social media, and it seems like people are sort of behind the idea, and the more I think about it, the more it makes sense, and I'd love for YouTube to see this, or someone who can speak to YouTube, because this idea, in my mind, has no drawbacks, but can actually control a lot of the hateful comments on YouTube. As a creator, we have very little control over this, really. We can either have comments on, or we can have comments off. Equally, we can block individual users, but I don't like doing that because, you know, I like people to be able to voice their opinion, even if I disagree with it. But if it's particularly hateful, or if it's a continuous thing where they just, every single comment, it's someone just being really, just, you know, nasty, or picking at someone, it's not needed, then you have the option to block them, and I have blocked a few people for that reason. They can still watch my videos, they can still do all of that, but they just don't have the right to comment anymore. And I don't think that commenting is a right, it's more of a privilege on our channel. You know, this is our content we create, and it's there for you to watch, but we should have some control over that. And this is where my idea comes in. I think YouTube should give creators the ability to choose what percentage of a video people have to watch before they can comment. And this means that you can have this option switched off so it just works as it does now. But for each video you could choose, or as a default for the whole channel, you can say, right, you have to watch, say, 30% of my video before you can make a comment. And what I mean is you have to actually physically watch 30% of the video. It doesn't matter if it's the beginning or the end or in sections throughout. You have to actually watch that percentage of the video. Like, for instance, if I said you have a 100-page book, and we'll say that there's printed text only on one side of each page, so you've got 100 pages. If I say you have to read 30% of it, that means you have to read 30 pages. Because the thing is, I don't think that the people who are leaving hateful comments, the proper trolls, the proper people just going around being nasty, watch much more than maybe 10% of the video. And if I knew that someone had to watch 30, 40, 50% of the video before they could leave that hateful comment, I think that would reduce the amount of hateful comments and things like that pretty quickly. Of course, the other side of it is that if you're making a video and you're talking about a subject, very often people won't listen to what you've actually said, they'll just assume what you've said or going to say and then leave a comment in regards to that, and so often it makes them look like a bit of a fool because you're like, no, you didn't do the part where you watched the video, did you? So that's it basically. It's a very simple idea, but I really do think that that has got the power to put a lot more control in the hands of the YouTubers and help us control the amount of hate, because let's face it, the YouTube audience is probably the biggest problem that YouTube has at the moment. I mean, just look at some of the recent scandals and the amount of people that are fully behind those people for doing what they do. Sure, freedom of speech, let people say what they want, but I think YouTube creators should have a bit more control, and I think, as I say, it would reduce a lot of the hateful comments that happen because of it. Anyway, let me know what you think. Don't forget to leave a like on this video if you agree, and I'll catch you next time.